let me explain from my personal experience how becoming a referee is going to help your life, not just on the pitch, but off the pitch as well. So we've got a few bullet points here that I'm going to go through, and just to give you an indication of how powerful it is, people don't see this that are not referees, how beneficial it is. So to give you some more encouragement to continue as a referee or to become a referee, let me show you exactly the plus points that you're going to get as a referee. So refereeing is often seen as a challenging and demanding role, but also comes with a host of benefits and perks. That's what I'm going to explain to you guys from a personal point of view. Don't worry, I'm not just going to read out this article in front of you. I'm going to go through the points that are going to be from a personal background as well. Personal and professional development. Now, enhanced leadership skills. This is absolutely huge when it comes to refereeing. Think when you come on the pitch, everybody else is either a player or a coach that is part of a team, even the supporters, they're all biased towards a team or an outcome. You as a referee are the only person on that part, you and your team, your refereeing team, are the only people that are there to do a job with no bias at all. So therefore, you're neither on either side of the fence, you're there to do a professional job. And when it says leadership skills, you have power and control over the whole game and the scenario. Leadership opportunity. As a young person, it's very difficult to find a position like that in a corporate place because normally you'll start at the bottom of your corporate ladder. You maybe just coming out of school where you've been for the last 15, 16, 17 years just been told what to do by teachers, by your parents, and now all of a sudden you are a referee with a whistle in your hand on the park, and now you have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. So this could be the first time for a young person to have leadership roles and responsibilities. So you will learn this from a very, very young age, and it will look great on your CV. Leadership skills, absolutely huge when it comes to refereeing, and you will gain that. I remember when I first started out refereeing, I went through the theory, reading the books, going through the exam. This was in 2009, and before I knew it, I was on the park with a whistle in my hand, and I was like, wow, everybody here is waiting for me to make decisions. Of course, there's a bit of pressure, but it builds character. It really does build character that the decisions lie on your shoulders, and that is great development for you come your corporate life, your adult life. As you get older, you need to be able to make decisions, and leadership skills is something you get with referee. A lot of people don't talk about this. Very, very important. Improved communication. Of course, you need to talk to the players. So you need to know how to deal with them. Some players you can talk to them. Some players you have to be more strict and follow the laws of the game to a T. Sometimes there's a bit of leniency. You need to know how to handle different situations. And these people are not your mates, these players. It's not like your mates from school. They're not from your workplace. They're not family members. These are players you have to deal with in a professional manner. So improve communication skills. If you're somebody at home who normally is playing the Xbox with your headphones on and just mumbling away to people, that's not going to cut it. When you become a referee, you need to speak clearly, concisely. Remember, you're doing all this running about, and you need to explain to somebody why you gave a free kick or why you didn't, and you need to be able to say it concisely in a short sentence and to the point as well. Improved communication. It says here, effective communication is at the heart of a successful refereeing. Referees must convey decisions clearly to players, coaches, and spectators while managing conflicts and maintaining control. I cannot say this any more clearly. So important that your communication is clear. This has helped me so much in my career so far, being able to communicate with people and not scared of what they think negatively, because you're there to do a job. A lot of people when they start the workplace, they're a bit shy, they don't want to upset anybody. That kind of mindset and mentality is not going to serve you well as a referee. Referees are strong and they know exactly the decision they're going for. Whether it's right or wrong, in your opinion it's right, you have to go for it. You can't be shying away, like kind of blowing your whistle. You need to be strong with confidence, blow that whistle and let them know that you are the person making the decision and it's not anybody else. Conflict resolution. Conflict. Every decision, there's a potential for conflict. Doesn't matter how trivial the game is, pre-season friendly, end of season game when everything's already won for. The most unfriendliest games are the ones that are titled friendlies. There's no such thing as a friendly game. Conflict management is absolutely vital. You have to understand that you've got a player here shouting at you, you've got a player here shouting at you. You need to make a decision. How do you calm everything down and make people listen to you and with a lot of authority? And don't be a wimp or a sap around it. With authority, how do you make people listen to you and become credible in your decision making? Conflict resolution. Think about it in your life right now. How many opportunities have you got to resolve conflict in your job or in your life around you? Most of the time, people are going around avoiding conflict. Let's be honest here. We're avoiding conflict, aren't we? Generally, people don't want to come anywhere near it. They try to avoid it. This is why becoming a referee for at least an hour and a half in a game, or 40 minutes, or however long your game is, you're putting yourself in that situation. You don't want to have a life where it's full of conflict, right? That your life would be chaotic if all week you're just fighting conflict, like your family, your friends, your girlfriend, whatever. You don't want that. However, in refereeing, you've got a finite amount of time, an hour and a half, 1 hour, maybe it's a 40-minute game, whatever it is, that you are dealing with conflict, and you can practice more and more and more. The first time somebody starts to shout at you, whoa, you will shy away. I remember I could genuinely feel my heartbeat increasing as people were shouting at me, or not even shouting at me. I guess it was just conflict. Someone disagreed with me. I was like, oh, that's not right. Just the fact that someone disagreed with me. Because if you think about your life right now, you probably don't get many people that disagree with you. They just, you avoid the conflict, right? That's generally how people are. But in refereeing, the conflict comes to you. And by you being able to handle that, will increase your self-awareness and your self-confidence to be able to handle this outside the pitch in real life. Stress management, oh my goodness. Stress management. Refereeing games, especially at higher levels, can be stressful. Learning to manage stress and remain calm under pressure is a valuable skill that helps you handle various life situations with greater composure. Now, let me tell you, I've been refereeing now over 16 years. And when you're in a game, let's say a cup final, you understand the pressure that comes as a referee. You're calling offsides, you're managing the coaches. There's a crowd. I used to remember when I done kids' games was the most stressful for me. Why? Because there's a crowd of parents watching. I would much rather have done adult football because they've got like three subs, one of them's a coach, the other guy like brought his dog to watch. That's like the crowd. Kids football used to stress me out because there was a stand of like 50 parents who are emotionally invested, and I used to get lots of not stress, but I did used to get a little bit anxious about making decisions and upsetting. So that's where the stress comes in. What you soon come to realize with more practice as a referee, the stress management, you start to not get stressed when it comes to decision, regardless if it's right or wrong. You don't care how many people are watching, right? So sometimes we look at the TV and the crowd's 80,000 people, and you think, wow, how am I ever going to referee in a stadium of 50 to 80,000? That must be so stressful. But it's just the development of the size of the group that are watching. You start off with kids, there's maybe 50 people, then you start getting into semi-professional, you get higher and higher numbers. But really, the skill is just the same. As you develop, you can handle more stress. And soon enough, you don't even feel it anymore. I can have somebody face to face shouting at me, yep, and my heart rate does not increase anymore. Honestly, it used to when I first started. Any kind of conflict, any kind of disagreement, my heart rate would be off the chart. Now, people come shout, moan at me. I just let them finish, and then I handle it in a professional way. I either say my part, I give them a yellow card, a red card, whatever it is, but my stress is now very, very low. You need to have more practice in this. You don't want it to be the first time that you see stress is in the workplace. That is not the best time to start stress management. Financial and career perks. Competitive compensation. Many referees earn competitive fees for their services, particularly at higher levels of competition. As you gain experience and rise through the ranks, your earning potential can increase significantly. High profile matches and tournaments often offer higher pay, providing financial incentives for dedicated referees. So compensation for pay, when you start at the kids level and you're doing 30-minute games, you get some nice pocket money. That could be 20, 30, 40 pounds or dollars, depending where you are in the world. That is a great income. I started refereeing when I was, how old was I? 20, 19 or 20. and it helped. I used to do 3 4 games in a weekend, and I used to live my whole month just off the income that I got from refereeing. It was fantastic. I went through many years just living off the income. Now I've earned over £50,000 in my refereeing career. It has helped a lot of things. 50,000 is a lot of money. Imagine that for doing your hobby. 50,000 is a lot of money. And if you are someone who doesn't need extra money come the weekend, you can use it as your spending money. You can use it as a saving pot. Just don't think about it and just save that up and then use it on a holiday. It's fantastic. Honestly, and if you were to calculate the hourly wage, it's way higher than the minimum wage, way higher than the corporate people get paid as well. It's a great income, and that's just a start. One thing that made me decide to become a referee over other parts of the game, such as a coach or mentors or anything like that, at the grassroots level, they don't get paid. Coaches don't get paid for their time, while referee from day one, regardless if you don't have any experience, you still get paid, right? That is one of the most unique situations in the whole world. Name me a job or a hobby that you can get paid with zero experience. Genuinely, you get paid to build up your experience. It's a very unique situation. So refereeing is 100%. It's going to increase your income and have you some pocket money to spend and save up for your holidays or anything else that you're looking for. Career advancement. Career advancement opportunities. If you're somebody who's looking to progress in a corporate field or any type of role, business role, you're looking to get promoted in your current position, even getting a job, having refereeing in your background is of interest. Just think, there's lots of people that apply with CVs, but you've got something interesting to put, which is that you're a referee, and then your employer will start asking you about that. How's it going? What got you into that? And it shows that you have management abilities and communication, everything that was spoken about above. It 100% helps you with career advancement as a respected referee, because not a lot of people can do it. And therefore, whilst people might shout at us during the game, they definitely respect us as referees because they can't do it themselves. And we respect people that are doing things that we personally can't do. We would love to do it, but they can't become referees. They just don't have the not the energy, but the self-control and the discipline to do it. And we as referees do, and that's why we are respected and they get the career opportunities. Networking connections, of course, referees are a network of their own. It will open up connections to you, to other people in organizations, friends, people that are also interested in networking as referees. This is true in any other social capacity as well, but referees is a unique capacity because people generally like referees, or they respect referees. They might not like them, they respect referees, and to find a like-minded group like we have here is something that is unique. So by becoming a member of our referee forum, the link is underneath here in the video, you will also be entering in that community, worldwide community of referees, people who understand what you're going through and want to achieve the most out of refereeing as well. Exclusive access. This is very important. Respected referees often receive exclusive access to events, including VIP seating, hospitality suites, behind the scenes tour. This access allows you to experience sports from unique perspective and enjoy perks that are not available to the general public. That is very true. Referees get behind the scenes access to sporting events. You might get to referee alongside one of your heroes. You also get to referee games where they're at a professional level that only players that get to that level can play in them. But you as a referee get a unique perspective. You can also be invited as a referee, and you're still surrounded by these awesome players that people just generally get to watch. For example, unless you see yourself being a Champions League football player, the next best thing is to be a Champions League referee, still being on the same pitch with them as well. So that's a very unique capacity as well to be as a referee. So I've given you lots and lots of perks here. There's endless amounts of perks, to be honest with you. And we'll mention the most important ones that I feel from my background as well. Personal satisfaction. When I finish a game here, I feel the sense of achievement that you've contributed to a very, very enjoyable event that hundreds or even thousands of people have enjoyed. The recognition and the respect. Of course, a lot of people don't want to be referees because they can't do it and they might shout at you, but you are very much respected referee. A lot of people cannot do what it is that we do. So it comes with a lot of respect and recognition. On the cup finals, I just had a couple of cup final games this weekend. We get medals, we get the prestigious shirt and tie, we get the look and the prestigiousness of being officials, right? Hundreds of people are relying on us to make these decisions, and there's only three of us on the field, including the linesmen, the assistant referees as well. It is a prestigious position, regardless of what level you're doing. It is something that people will recognize and respect. Contribution to the sport, yeah. Without referees, the sport cannot go ahead. Personal growth, the challenges and experiences encountered in refereeing contribute to your personal growth. I've said it before above. Without refereeing, the game wouldn't be possible, and you become more confident and assertive individual. And finally, health and fitness benefits. These are ones that, this is normally the obvious one that people go to, but it's actually, I want to put at the end here because it's something that you get to become fit at the same time as doing your hobby. Now, there's lots of hobbies you could do that are not fitness related. This one, you become fit and you get paid for it. It's an active lifestyle. We do more than what people see, which is just on the field of play during a game. It motivates you to train out with those times. For me personally, there's so much I wouldn't do training wise if I didn't have a goal set. So I'm training towards the FIFA referee test at the start of the season, in the middle of the season, at the end of the season, and that gives me a goal. I'm not somebody who enjoys running very much, but when I've got a goal set, a progression to get development, to get to higher levels, more money, when there's a goal set in front of you, it's way easier to hit your fitness levels. And if you're somebody who is struggling to be motivated to run or to go to the gym and all these kind of things, refereeing helps because it puts milestones in front of you that you want to be achieving. So fitness, lifestyle, and mentally, it focuses you as well. Honestly, refereeing so many benefits. It's hard for me to even say if there's any downsides, if I'm honest with you. You could become a referee at all different levels based on where you want to get to. If it's the grassroots, all the way up to professional level. It's all about you and how much effort you put in. So it's all on you. The financial rewards, the benefits are all there for you. Get it, work hard, and work your way through. Click on the link underneath this video. Join us in our referee forum where we support and mentor you, and I give you all the behind the scenes knowledge that I've gained over 1,000 games that will get you promoted and to the highest level of your ability way quicker without going through all the difficulties that I went through as well. See you inside the community.